Today we have two case studies. Our first one we'll talk about is the kangaroo rat. As we have seen with some of our other case studies, the kangaroo rat's kidneys and urine concentrating abilities are the ultimate in kidney evolution. As previously mentioned, some animals cannot concentrate their urine at all, while others can concentrate their urine about 3 to 8 times higher in osmotic pressure than their blood plasma. The kangaroo rat can concentrate their urine 14 times higher in osmotic pressure compared to their plasma. This is necessary for a desert-dwelling small mammal with a high metabolic rate and a high surface area to volume ratio. Remember, every time you breathe, you're losing a little bit of evaporative water loss. You are also losing some evaporative water loss at your surface area, your skin. Kangaroo rats are especially unique because some drink very little and others don't drink water at all. They get their water needs through their diet of seeds and seasonal grasses. This is even more reason they need to conserve water while excreting extra solutes. These animals have long loops of Henle to concentrate their urine while also having small glomeruli to minimize the amount of ultrafiltration produced. Some kangaroo rats actually expel crystal-like urine. It is that concentrated. Our next case study will be dolphins. Marine mammals face the threat of desiccation constantly. They live in the ocean with a high salt content and no access to fresh drinking water at all. The kidney is the sole osmoregulatory organ in mammals, so it must excrete excess minerals in urine while conserving water to prevent dehydration. It is also maintaining homeostasis of the body fluids while diving, and when they dive, this can depress the cardiovascular function and it may compromise many physiological processes. Therefore, marine mammals have significant adaptations to their kidneys to resolve this struggle. We mentioned that marine mammals have multilobated reniculated kidneys, with each reniculi containing its own cortex and medulla. These discrete multireniculated kidney is like many miniature individual kidneys. In some marine mammals, the reniculi can number in hundreds to thousands in each of the paired kidneys. A unique feature in cetacean kidneys, cetaceans are whales and dolphins, and a unique feature is a membrane between the cortex and the medulla. This membrane, called the sporta perimedullaris, is made of connective tissue and smooth muscle fibers, with perforations in it for the nephrons and the vasculature. While the role of this membrane is unknown, it's thought to provide spontaneous contractions, possibly assisting in the expulsion of urine into the ureter, especially during a deep dive when, again, the animals have a diving response that can depress cardiovascular function and can depress the pressure in the renal artery. Another interesting point about cetacean kidneys is that they can produce urine as concentrated as seawater, but most dolphins and whales can concentrate it higher than seawater. This is surprising because remember we mentioned medullary depth and how that equates with long loops of Henle, which increases urinary concentration. Although cetaceans have many little kidneys working at the same time, these reniculi are much smaller than your average kidney and don't have the medullary depth that we've seen in other animals. How marine mammals produce such concentrated urine with such short loops of Henle remains a paradox.